return to the ancient Maya site of El Pilar.
So much of this is just such a trip. It's surreal to be back. It's an amazing sight. And there's just so much that I've enjoyed seeing here through the day. Seeing how much work they've done over the years, see how much clearer it is than when I was here. They've kept all the large trees, which is really, really great. So it's really shady. It's just a great place to do archaeology. I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, up here, you notice little things when you come back to a site that you haven't worked on in a long time. And like this little wall here was made not by the ancient Maya, but by me in, I think, 1996. So, you know, part of archaeology is dealing with tourism. And so we put this wall here in order to make sure that tourists walking by would walk the right way and they would walk on to where they should and they wouldn't get lost, because even with a site this clear, it's easy to get lost. If you don't know where you are, all of a sudden all the trees kind of look the same, all the mounds kind of look the same, and the site of El Pilar is very spread out. So you know, to have things like this little wall keeps you in the right spot and keeps you from getting lost. But it's the tourism aspect of archaeology is something that people don't hear about too much, I don't think, and is something that you really have to think of as an archaeologist, especially when you're at a site as amazing as El Pilar that people will want to come to and experience for themselves. So you want to make it as safe and enjoyable, and, you know, insert any safety cliche in here as possible, and it really delivers.
This brings up a really interesting, important bit that we don't talk about too much in archaeology, which is tourism. Archaeological sites, when you work at one, especially one like El Pilar, where people are just going to naturally want to go there and experience it and check it out, you have to worry about that. That's a real issue in terms of, you can do something that we call loving a site to death. Meaning, if a site has been sleeping underneath the forest canopy for 1,000 years, and then you uncover some stuff and tourists are walking on it constantly, just their feet going on it up and down can erode away the site, can really be detrimental to the site. But at the same time, people want to experience it. So we feel for that too. And the genius in tourism is to hit that happy medium of letting people experience the past for themselves. It's very deep, you know, to have this experience at that archaeological moment of almost touching the past of 1,000 or 2,000 years ago. You want to be able to have that experience, but also protect the archaeological site. There's also the maintenance of the site, caring of the site, maintenance of trails and this kind of thing. Very important. Collecting money for tourists to come into the site, regulating the numbers. Those are all real issues that you don't think of when you're taking Intro to Archaeology for the first time. Oh, by the way, you should know a little about tourism. And in my lifetime in this, in my experience, I've seen that as something that I need to know more about as the years go by. I'm like, ooh, I need to I need to really have a feeling for that. I need more knowledge. I need more data about how to run tourism at a site like that in a healthy and in like a safe manner.